Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and welcome to your readings for June the 4th through June the 10th. Wow, time is flying by. Excuse my little raspy voice. I was obviously shouting too much at the conference in Chicago, but I'm back and I'm ready to rock and roll, feeling fantastic, feeling energized and inspired. First of all, I want to thank all of you who tuned in for the live announcement of the winner and the readings. I think when I'm out of town, instead of posting the readings, I'm going to do live readings like that so we can do, have some interaction. Because sometimes it's easier to do that than to, record and upload, and it takes forever, guys. I'm not complaining, just stating a fact. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the shares, and the new subscribers. And please like my videos. Please share them on your social media. We need that promotion so that people will subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the more we'll get this word out there, right? So let me go into the astrological report, and it's very short, don't worry. And this is for your sun, moon and rising, guys. So if you know your moon and rising, the links will be in the description box, the show more section box below. And it's a general reading as well, guys. So if you would like a personal reading, the information is up here, I believe. Maybe I'll get that right this time. It should be a right now. Now also I'm on Patreon. Please check out my Patreon page. Another way to support me, $1 a month. That's, nothing to you, huge to me. And Instant Go, all the links will be in the show more section. So I don't want to go on because I've been accused of rambling on too much. I have to listen, I appreciate feedback, guys. Just be kind when you give it to me. Please. So we're just coming out of this beautiful grand trine with Venus in Cancer, Scorpio in Jupiter in Scorpio, and Neptune in Pisces. It's beautiful water trine, right? So very romantic feeling. So we're just coming out of that. So I hope you all. Oh, my dog's sneezing. Oh, poor Sparky. Anyway, So I hope you had a beautiful romantic weekend. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday is what we want to look at this week. So Venus in Cancer is opposing Pluto in Capricorn. And this is going to play out probably in your personal relationships, either your partner, your romantic relationship, or your family members. So you have to ask yourself, am I being controlling, or is my partner or my family member being controlling? Where are my boundaries? And it is a good time to be diplomatic and really speak your truth at this time, but in a very soft and receptive way. So if you're being controlling, then look at it. Or if your partner's being controlling, you need to kind of set some boundaries in place, gently but firmly. And then on Wednesday, the sun in Gemini is square to Neptune in Pisces. Now this is kind of a bit, we're going to kind of feel a bit fuzzy, if you will. It's very kind of Neptune, it's very ethereal, it's very dreamy. I would say that things are going to be kind of a little confusing. So I would say if you're I would definitely put off signing any kind of contracts while this energy is around. And if you go into a business meeting, it's very important to be clear. Like if you don't understand something, say, what do you mean by that? You've got to make sure that you have clarity at this time, because everything's going to be a little confusing and a little soft at the edges, fuzzy and not clear. So it's very important to have clarity at this time. So that's all there is for the astrological report for this week. And let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for June the 4th through June the 10th. And the first card out is the Page of Pentacles. Look how opulent he looks. He represents, look, sometimes it's news of money, but I didn't get that when I picked this up. He represents somebody that's kind of been studying something or working on a project, and it's kind of come to completion, and it's time, like he's ready for the next level. So when this card comes on, it's saying keep moving, darling, keep moving forward, because you are on the right track. And just be careful, just focus though. Keep the focus, because sometimes the tendency is not to focus, and it's like you've worked very hard and you're at a certain level, but you're not at that level where you can do this mindlessly kind of thing. So this is a very, it's important to keep moving forward and keep challenging yourself, but be focused as you do it. And you've got two cards clarifying it, Virgo. You've got the sun. So the sun is shining on you. It's saying, yes, move on. You can do this. Happy. You know, be happy with what you've accomplished. It's very important. And then you've got the Six of Swords, which is saying, listen, you've got to keep going. Nobody knows what's around the corner, and sometimes you might have fear about going to the next level, but the Page of Pentacles is saying you're ready. Don't underestimate yourself. Get in that boat and sail, darling. You know, don't spread your wings and fly. There's greener pastures. You can do so much better. So keep moving. Now, the next card you have is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel that you're really passionate. You're really being driven by your passion. And you know, the thing about the Page of Wands is that he kind of, and you know, this is so funny because they say the Page of Wands and the Fool, which is clarifying this, rush in where angels may not tread. It's something to do with that. Rush in where angels may tread lightly or something. Look, both of these cards are saying, yes, don't get carried away, because, you know, be very careful about the decisions you make. Don't rush in. Move forward, but move forward strategically and methodically. It's definitely don't look, you're going to be really passionate and you're going to be like, yes, it's like this guy, you know, the knight is, if there isn't an adventure, he's going to go out and by golly, he'll get an adventure. So yes, it's exciting. You know, this is an exciting time, but you have to kind of pull the reins in and just, you know, think before you act, Virgo. Don't rush in, because you've got the Fools as well. And it's like a leap of faith and he'll just jump off a cliff. He's so in the moment. It's also reminding you to take a playful approach to the situation that's going on in your life right now, Virgo. And the next card comes on is you're exhausted, darling. This is the Four of Swords. This is like mental exhaustion, which, as we know, has an effect on your body, and you get physically exhausted when this card comes up. And you've got two cards clarifying it. One is the Queen of Cups. And what I got from this is like, okay, the Queen of Cups is helping everyone, right? She's helping everyone. Sometimes, and this is the side that I got, that it's kind of almost smothering. So you're helping and getting into it too much with those around you. You're helping in a controlling way. So sometimes it's best to allow, look, it's because you want the best for them, right? I understand that. You really want to help them because you want them to be the best. I get that. But when she comes in, it's saying sometimes they have to fall. They've got to learn that, you know, they've got to learn how to take care of themselves. Sometimes you have to allow them to fall and let them pick themselves up. dust themselves off and start all over again. So hold back. You know, it's like don't fools rush in. It's like hold back, allow people to make their own mistakes. And I know that's very difficult for you, Virgo, right, Kath? You know, it's very hard for you to let people fall. It's like, no, let me help you. You got to do it this way. And you've also got the Seven of Pentacles, which is like you've sown some seeds, you've worked really hard, and you're seeing it come to a fruition. Sometimes it's saying have a little patience, it's going to blossom. But I always say this is time to stop and smell the roses. This is a time to stop and look back at what you have accomplished. And so that because sometimes we criticize ourselves more than we criticize others, though not you, Kath. I'm joking, guys, because my sister's a Virgo. My sister's, a Virgo, and I mention her most weeks. We have an ongoing joke. Anyway, so what I'm getting is you really have to look back and say, wow, I have really accomplished a lot. And it's like, look, also, this is about learning lessons from the past too. So it's like say you put all this work in and you got so much back, it's looking at it and saying, was it worth that effort? So you have to ask yourself that, and not in a critical way. Oh God, you put too much work in and you know, and it didn't pan out. It's not that way. It's like, okay, so I put this much effort. Is that worth it next time? Maybe I won't put as much effort into it next time and I'll get more of a payout, or maybe I'll try something else. So this is reevaluating and learning from all the work that you've done. And if it's almost like looking at the balance sheet, right? It's about, taking a look back at the work you put in. Is it worth the time and the effort for what, came to fruition at harvest? Did it harvest enough? So let's go to the Whispers of Love. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oops, sounded like it's my phone, the office phone. Okay, this is for single Virgos, the Whispers of Love for single Virgos. What wonderful messages and guidance to the Whispers of Love. Oh, there it is. Let me see this. Hold on. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. Okay, I get very itchy when I do these readings. Sometimes they say that spirit coming through. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. This is about you being enough. It's about you recognizing how wonderful you are and how beautiful and amazing you are. Really, really love yourself. And in just the act of loving yourself, you become so attractive and so beautiful. Independence, darling. That's what people are attracted to. It is. Now we're going to do the Whispers of Love for Virgos in relationships. Let's see what the Whispers of Love have to offer, what lovely guidance they have for Virgos in relationships. What wonderful messages, guys, guidance and blessings do the Whispers of Love have for Virgos in relationships. Let's see. Oh, they've got lots of messages, but too many fell out and nothing came upside down. So we're going to start. Oh, I think that's it. But no, I want it to pop out. Okay. Virgo's in a relationship. Oh. Okay, this one, because it fell in my lap. This is the one. Okay. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that. There's so much imagery in this. So back to what you love. Sometimes I always think that this is like what first attracted me to that person. They still have that within them. You know, focus on what you love about the person as opposed to what annoys you or irritates you. You know, it's like focus on the positive as opposed to the negative, and then that will grow, and you will go back to what you love. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, comment. I read every comment. Share it on your social media and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.